My job is now as a mentor, and I took that title from Lee Kuan Yew as minister mentor. I'm sort of a minister mentor.
Ray Dalio is known for many things. The American is the founder of Bridgewater Associates, the world's largest hedge fund. He's also a billionaire, a philanthropist, and a best-selling author of books based on his principles for work life and investing. In 2022, Mr. Dalio handed over control of Bridgewater, but remains Chief Investment Officer Mentor. I'm Sumiko Tan, Executive Editor of The Straits Times. I'm meeting Mr. Dalio at the Wealth Management Institute. He's a keen supporter of the Institute and has designed an online program based on his market principles. Lunch is takeaway from Lau Pa Sat. He's having nasi lemak, I'm having thunder tea rice, and we're sharing carrot cake. Your connection with Singapore has been like for many years. Could you tell us a little bit more?
32 years ago, En Kok Sung, who was running the government of Singapore Investment Corporation, called me up. Back then I didn't have hardly any business, and he said, "Can I speak to Mr. Dalio's assistant?" Because he wanted to talk about the markets. I answered, I said, "I'm Mr. Dalio." And from that point, we began to talk about the markets. And then GIC became a client of ours and has been a partner for over 30 years now.
And you knew Mr. Lee Kuan Yew as well?
I was lucky enough to have him come to dinner at my house. He is, to me, the greatest hero. So you take the man who was a great decision maker, but it goes well beyond that man's life to create the right group of people and the right culture so that it's multi-generational. Wow.
Who's your money on for the US elections?
First of all, I have no idea who's going to win the election. I don't even know whether at the time of the election it'll be clear who won the election. And both of the candidates are, for me, not the candidates that I think our country needs. Our country needs, or democracies need, somebody and a party that is of the middle, a strong power who can bring together the majority of people, and to have that coexistence and more alienates the extremes. I'm worried about the extremes in the country. And to be a strong enough leader to make reforms that make the country better. Do you have basics that an individual can always be assured that they have education, healthcare, and housing at that level to create that kind of equal opportunity? I don't think either of those candidates are satisfactory to me in that regard.
Do you miss those days at Bridgewater?
It's an evolution. It would be very much similar to, let's say, a parent who raises their family and then they get to a certain stage in life and you look at the family and you say, they're on their own, they should be on their own. My job is now as a mentor, and I took that title from Lee Kuan Yew as minister mentor. I'm sort of a minister mentor. I love the relationship. I love the whole arc of it. You've passed along some things, maybe values, principles that are helpful, and you could savor that relationship because that's where you are in life.
When you look back on your life's achievements, what would you say, were the big ones?
I've had the life that I wanted to have. So when I look back, and again, the thing I want and I want others to have is meaningful work and meaningful relationships. The money-making part was a matter of luck for me because it turned out that the game I like to play is the markets, and happens to be if you play that game well, then it's very rewarding. So I appreciate that it's enabled me to educate my children well and to have a kind of life, but it also has given me the power to be philanthropic. Those are the things that I've valued the most.
What are the other areas of focus in your philanthropy?
I have a particular passion for ocean exploration because when I was growing up, I would watch Jacques Cousteau on television and they would be exploring and then they would convey it to me. And then when I had enough money, I bought an ocean exploration ship for scientists to use that I would be able to tag along with. And so we built this ship. It's in Singapore here. It's now our home base. It travels all over the region. To me, ocean exploration is so underdone. About 120 times as much money goes to space exploration as ocean exploration. And each mission is much more expensive in space. And you're not going to see aliens in outer space. You're going to see them down there. So it's fantastic.
What do you want to be remembered for or by?
Oh, I'm not going to be remembered. I don't want to be remembered, as a matter of fact, because I think I don't want others to stand in my shadow, or others to not be themselves. I don't care to be remembered as much as I care to pass along things that might help people.
Thank you very much for having lunch.
There's no guarantee that you're going to be a minister, but to become a deputy prime minister was never in my dreams.